Hey everybody, welcome back to Cordova's Kitchen. My name is April, for those of you that don't know me, and today we are going to be making what is called a crumble cookie. It's C-R-U-M-B-L. It's a soft cookie, and they are super good, and you can make them in all kinds of different flavors. But today we are going to be making the sugar cookie one with a pink almond frosting. So let's get started. In my mixer, we are going to put 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and we are going to put 1 cup of butter. It's going to look kind of a mess at first. Scrape everything out that you can. Okay, and we're going to let that cream together. These mixers are wonderful. You're actually going to let that cream together for a good 3 minutes. That's what's going to get it nice and airy and fluffy. So after that 3 minutes is up, then we will come back. Okay, so that is our 3 minutes. Okay, then we are going to add 1 egg. It's supposed to be room temperature, but I forgot to get it out of the fridge, so hopefully that will be okay. And we are going to get 2 tablespoons of oil. You want a non-flavored oil. I am using vegetable oil. Give that a quick stir. Okay, we want to add a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. 1/2 teaspoon. And this is a fresh bottle, so I'm going to have to get it opened here. Okay, so that is 1/2 teaspoon. So 1/2 teaspoon of that, and then we want a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. I will list all the ingredients down in the description. Okay, so we want a 1/4 teaspoon of the almond, I'm sorry. Okay, that's the almond. Okay, we'll put the lids on here in a minute. And then we want to add, let me make sure I have this right. It's 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And in here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So we are going to throw that in, and we are going to get our flour in and hope we don't make a mess all over the kitchen. Okay, here's a little trick for that, so you don't flour your whole kitchen. Just put your towel over the top until it gets started. As you see, it's still splattered out some, but that's okay. Okay, we are going to let that incorporate real good. Let's give our sides a scrape down. Ooh, look how good that is looking. And if you could just see or feel this texture, it is so light and airy. And that is how these cookies are going to be when they are done. So let's continue letting that mix up. And then after we get this mixed up, then we are going to chill it for 30 minutes. Let's see if I can bring you back up here. So we are going to let that chill for 30 minutes, and then we will come back after that 30 minutes is up. We'll be back. Okay, everybody, our cookie dough has chilled for 30 minutes. I have my stove preheating to 325 degrees. You only want it to 325 degrees because, like I said, this is going to be a soft and airy cookie. So you're not looking for a brown cookie, and you are not looking for a brown bottom cookie. They're going to look like they're underbaked, okay? But they're not going to be. That's just the kind of cookie that it is. So we are going to use our cookie scoop. I would say this is about 2.5 to 3 inch scoop, okay? You can make them the size that you want. They're actually supposed to be a larger cookie, so, but you can make them however you want to make them. So we are just, hopefully you can see my, just scoop and then put them on our cookie sheet here. Scoop, and let's see, they are going to expand a little bit, so give them room. It's supposed to make about 15 nice sized cookies, so we're going to see what we get. And again, make sure that you do not overheat your oven, or they will not turn out the way that they're supposed to. Okay? Might have to do these in 2 batches. We are getting a thunderstorm right now, so you might hear some thunder, or it might make my dog start barking again. Okay. Then, after we get them in the oven, then we are going to, I'm going to try to squeeze this last little bit on here. We're going to see how this turns out anyway. Again, the dough is such a soft, light, and airy dough. I'm going to put this one in the middle on that sheet. Okay, so we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so it made 14 cookies. I was going to double them because in our household, everybody eats a lot. So, but anyway, this is just a single recipe. So I'm going to wait for the oven to get finished preheating, which it is almost there. And when we get those in there, let me see, I believe it's 10 minutes in the oven, and we'll be right back. Okay, our oven is finished preheating to 325 degrees. This is what they look like going in. And we have one pan, and here is our second one. And the timing is 10 minutes, so in 10 minutes we'll be back and we will get the frosting going. Okay everybody, I got one pan out of the oven. Let's get the other one. And they look amazing. And they come right off of your parchment paper. And again, they're gonna look like a pale color, like they need to be cooked longer, but they actually don't, because you do not want to overcook them. Okay, so there is that batch. So, get this out of the way. Okay, now, and back in my mixer again, let me see if I can hand down here. Sorry for the all over the place. Okay, so in here in the mixer, we have 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. This is going to be our frosting. Okay, and here we have 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, we're going to cream that together. Maybe let me get my paddle. Hang on just a second. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we have our 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, and our 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to cream that together. Here we have some red food coloring. We're looking for a pink color. Now to see how real quickly it comes together with the okay, now to thin it down, we have some milk. Okay, okay, we need to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract, and I think I got a little too much. You don't want to add too much of almond extract because it is very powerful. So 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract. Okay, right now it looks a little bit thick, but we are going to add milk little by little, and it doesn't take much. We're just going to start, and we have a few drops of red food coloring. See how easy that starts spreading out? You don't want it to be runny, but you want it to have a little bit of structure to it. Ah. And don't put it all over your counter like me. Okay, just do a little bit more. Okay, I think that might be good right there. That pretty color. Okay, locked down there. Okay, I think that is the perfect consistency. Let me get this off. So it only took just a couple of tablespoons of the milk. Okay, and then these are still just a little bit warm. but we are going to take just a little bit, and then we are going to swirl our frosting. Over it, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we will do another one. You can also put your frosting in a baggie and cut the tip off and squeeze it out as well. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get this where I can get it out a little bit easier, and then I'll be back. Okay, let's get the rest of them finished. Needed to get my frosting a little bit situated so I could get it out easier on camera. Okay. They cool off fairly quickly, especially if you have them on a cooling rack. And here you could get creative. You can use different color of food coloring to make different colored cookies, which kids would love that. But there is nothing hard about this cookie at all. And they are very popular. Okay, there's that one. Let's get this one over here. And see, even the bottom, they're just very light. If I push, it's just a very light and airy cookie. So you're not going to get no big crunch or anything like that because it's just a soft, airy cookie. You definitely don't want to overbake them. And if you remember in the beginning, my egg was not room temperature. It was straight from the refrigerator. I've been putting on my frosting pretty thick, and I'm starting to run out. So you can just put a nice thick or thin coating. Work some more out here. They have all different flavors of these, and I will post some different flavors that they have. I'll post them in the description. You do make them a little bit different though, so okay. And if your icing starts getting a little bit too thick, you can also just add a touch more of your milk. And let me get you back up here. And it will thin out your icing. So that is them. So I hope you like this recipe. I hope you give it a try. Please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And we will be also doing some Mexican dishes as well coming up. So stay tuned for that. So, okay, hope y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Awesome.